All right. Hello. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hello. Let me see what messages you're sending. Sorcerer Day 1. Yeah, I forgot to change the title on Kick, but it's all good. Fix the title. Don't worry. Where can I come with some criticism for your Tibia Pal EK wheels? Well, ideally to the Tibia Pal channel or the EK channel on Discord, because that way I'm not going to lose it and I'm actually going to be able to take a look at it when I have some time. You feel free to complain in the chat too, but I may lose that. I don't make videos on YouTube in Polish because it ruins the algorithm. Because if I was gonna make YouTube videos in Polish, I would have to have a secondary channel. I'd have to have a Kuznia PL channel. But nobody's got time for that, to maintain two channels. I already barely have enough time as it is. So it's just not something I'm gonna do. My content is in English, always will be. Maybe I'll have a secondary channel at some point in the future, but unlikely. Battle healing, any good for solo hunt? I think probably not solo. It's just in an awkward quadrant, right? You're not gonna give up all the power to get the extra bit of healing. Start low level MS on stream. Not today. Not today. I think the plan today we're still gonna do Sorcerer. Tomorrow maybe we'll do a bit of Paladin. And maybe from the weekend, maybe we'll be moving on to the low level Sorcerer a bit. Got Necro Rune and Turtle Amulets yesterday. Yeah, it was a good Tibia day for other reasons too. Much fun with Druid now. Awesome. Awesome. I'm looking forward to playing a bit with the Druid. We'll see. Would you be so kind not to test any RPED stuff on stream? Well, no ED stuff for sure for now. I don't even have a Druid, so. Druid is strong as heck. It's because it's easy. That's the thing. Like, if something's easy, then you can really make the most out of what it has to offer, right? This is something that I think for now people are sleeping on Death Echo. Like I see a lot of people not being so sold on Death Echo because it has low base damage compared to, for example, the energy spells on the MS. But the way it allows you to move and make things a whole lot easier and hit more targets with your follow-up waves after Death Echo, I think Death Echo is very, very good. And even though it's not mathematically the optimal spell for DPS, because it's very easy and comfortable to use, I think it's just as good to use. Monk will be the #1 listed character on Bazaar starting this weekend. Perhaps. That's why I'm not selling my Monk for now. I want to sell my Monk, but I'm going to hold off. I'm going to wait for everybody else to get nerfed. You know, Sorcerer gets nerfed, Paladin gets nerfed, everybody else gets nerfed. Monk will be the last one left standing, and then Monk stonks will go up. A fiery. Doing Carnivorous Rock for Profit as an RP since we got AoE fire arrows. Yep. Do you think it's worth doing -3 or just rotate -1 and 2? Well, I would be doing -3, but primarily because I'd like to do that bestiary on the menacing carnivores at the bottom. But if you don't care about that, then I would probably just stick on to -1 and -2. Those are better for profit. Are you sure they will nerf all vocations? I'm not sure of anything. I think there's a lot more power in the game than there was before the rebalance, and it all depends whether that was Tipsoft's goal. If that was their goal, then sure, they're going to keep it. But if it wasn't, then they'll nerf it. But I don't know. When are you testing the Monk? I'm not planning on it. Not planning to play the Monk anytime soon. Hasn't changed very much. People complaining about its weakness. So, abuse while you can. Yeah, pretty much. Okay, so whoever was watching yesterday, there were 2 things I tested yesterday off stream. I tested Winter Court, where I was able to do 6.1 KK raw and 2 KK profit. And I tested Nagas, where I was able to do 6.4 KK raw and 1.5 KK profit. So today we'll keep going, just testing more and more stuff, basically. Can you get distilled potions from daily rewards? I don't think so. Let me check on a different character, I suppose. No, No distilled. No distilled. I'm okay. I don't need any MS characters to test. I've got a baby MS that I'm going to be leveling and getting like level 300 on it, 400, no problem. Changing the gameplay went good. Yep, absolutely. I think the gameplay, the enjoyment of the gameplay is definitely going in the right direction. Maybe just a little bit too powerful, right? Hello, hello. Any good spots for Hangman Sasha at 1k EK? I from the top of my head, I don't know. I mean, I haven't played EK in ages. I don't know. I'm sure there are, but no baby ED. No, I don't have baby ED yet. Not yet, because I don't want to get too many magic levels on it. Have you seen the cries from the monk? Yep, yep. I've seen the monk complaints. I haven't played it, so I can't say for sure if they rightfully crying or not. But apparently, it sounds like some stuff is bugged for the monks. If it's genuinely bugged, then you know they have every right to complain. Firewave Eco, you like it? Good, good. Yeah, much more comfortable, and that allows you to hit more targets with the fire wave and just position the waves better, but the pulls better. Yeah. All right. Where would you go as 320 MS? Were Tigers, maybe? Warzone 5? Winter Court? No point in testing the Monk to hotfix the current situation? Yeah. Naga's -1 or -2? Both. I mean, my lap includes both. It's if you watch my Monk Naga's video from some time ago, it's that lap that I was doing. It includes both. I think they'll focus on making harder end game because of buffs. Well, we're about to find out, right? Could be the summer update is supposed to shine some light on the end game. Speaking of, I wonder if we're going to get a teaser today or not. How bugged is Monk? I don't know. People complain about auto attacks. People complaining about auto attacks and some other things. If it's actually really bugged, I don't know. I don't know. But there's a lot of people complaining about it. So I don't know if it's imagination. Seems unlikely that so many people would have a feeling like that. And you know, Tipsoft does break some stuff. Oh, and apparently Monk doesn't benefit from the Mentor other buffs that he was supposed to get when team hunting. So that's a big nerf to Team Hunt Monk too. Warzone 3, a Savvy Surface, yep. Warzone 3 on 450 MS. Ooh. Okay, so let's have a look what we've got on the list. We have a big list today. Summer Court. I did want to. Summer Court is a funny one. I kind of want to try Summer Court. The rotation there is very weird. I landed on death rotation there, but you've got 50% death to arachnophobicas, so it's gonna be kind of weird. Because fire obviously doesn't work at Summer Court. So you've got to go energy or death. But energy is, you know, 50% against. Both of those are 50% against Arachnos. And Panacersuses have 50% against energy, but at least 120 to death. And the elves. And the elves have like the same energy and death. So it is the death rotation at Summer Court. You're just going to kind of struggle with killing Arachnophobicas. I guess it is what it is. So you go for death rotation, which I guess means you want your energy spells. Let's see if we can get Summer Court. Why not? Try that out real quick. All vocations have similar or better power now than Monk now, so of course they complain. Yeah, it's kind of unfair though, right? For the poor monks. They used to be in the top vocation. And now for it all to be snatched away like that. You might want to use some fire wave for Arachnos. Maybe. Maybe. If I'm left with like Arachnos, yeah, maybe you want to pop the fire wave on at the end. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. We shall see. What's the best spawn so far? Flimsies. Put Divine on Arachnos. True. I would if I had it. Hey up. Let's see if it's free anyway. It might not be free. It's Calante, but it's not, you know, such a dead server. Yep, it's taken for the next 20 minutes. So we'll have to come back. We'll have to come back in 20 minutes. Okay, let me quick check what else is on the list. Something easy and simple so we can do it real quick in 15 minutes. Ixapan, it's quite far to go. Were Tigers. Were Tigers is simple. It's the fire rotation in Were Tigers. So let's switch to Fire Death Echo. Header, I think elves reflect fire. I don't think so. I think they're just quite strong against it. I don't think elves do fire reflect. Maybe. I would check. Yeah, fair point. But yeah, dealing with the Arachnos is a bit of a pain at Summer Court. I don't think Summer Court is going to be like a great Sorcerer respawn. But Winter Court is very, very good. So the party buff on Monk visible? It should be. It should be, I think. I think it's bugged. I think it's not working. So, okay, looks like this is free at least. It's energy damage here, right? How to deal with fire rotation until Death Echo augment? You probably want to use like a rune to fill it out. So you might want to go Fire Wave, Death Echo, Fire Wave, rune, or you can use Energy Wave, right? But yes, you don't have like a proper rotation. All right. Let me see if I can still remember the rotation. All right. Let's see how this goes. This is a non-full moon, right? Let's keep that in mind. It's going to be a little worse than a full moon would be.
Hello.
Hello, hello. Feels great. Feels great. Definitely going to be another good spot here. And it's the nice, easy rotation, right? Fire rotation is very, very comfortable. Definitely the most comfortable one out of all of them. If only Fire Wave was a bit better. I really hope they take away a bit of the DPS maybe from the energy rotation and give it onto the Fire Wave. That would be a nice balance change. You speak German? Nope. 2 languages is enough. Runes are useless for mages and RPs. Yep. That's great though, right? They weren't really very fun to use. All right, 1 level up already. 542. We do have the daily boost. Yeah, let's do 15 minutes here. I expect it to be pretty good. Maybe like 5.5 raw or something. Although this is off full moon. Gonna be maybe a little worse. We shall see. I do think this is going to be a very good spot. Very fun spot, though, for sort of like level 300, 400 MS. Hopefully we don't overkill. Just go flimsy? You're talking to me? I'm not EXPing. I'm not EXPing. I don't care about EXP. Why would I be going flimsy? I know it's good, but I don't I don't care about EXPing. I'm testing everything and having lots of fun. We're not going to be going flimsy for a long time. Death Echo has such a weird sperm-like animation. Yeah. I suppose it does. Still like it, though. Would it include an energy wave in the rotation, do more damage over time? Well, this is something that I'm gonna have to argue with people over a lot, and it's hard to describe why I disagree with that. Yes, mathematically, if you are a perfect machine and you have absolutely perfect wave management, pull management, yes, theoretically, of course, in the fire rotation using the energy spells would be more DPS, but you're discounting the ease of wave management with the Death Echo and the comfort of the play, which lets you position in a much better way because only half the time your positioning matters. So no, in fire rotation, I will not be using the energy spells, even if theoretically it makes more damage. Because the execution of it is much harder, which in effect will either yield worse experience or the same experience, just without just while being a lot more difficult. So I don't see that being the way to go. Of course, in a team hunt situation, of course, you go for the energy rotation, right? It does more damage. But in a team hunt, you don't need to worry about the pull management because the EK sorts that for you and you're just shooting your spell. So yeah, if you're doing fire rotation in a team hunt, by all means, you do fire wave and energy wave and energy beam. But for solo, I'm going to be a firm believer that the fire rotation should be fire wave into Death Echo. Well, I'll survive without the cooldown reduction on the beam. I am very confident that I will be able to do better numbers in this rotation than I would be if I was using a fire plus energy rotation here. Even if, yes, mathematically, if you look at the numbers, of course, the energy rotation theoretically should be doing more damage. It's not a GFB, it's a Death Echo spell, which is converted to do fire damage. Gonna be okay here with level 300 and a cheapish set. I would maybe go to -1 to start with and see how you find it there. -1 is a little easier. But yes, I think you should be fine with that. I'm overkilling. I'm overkilling a bit. Yeah, full moon would be better. Looks like we're doing about 4.9 raw here, something like that. I think that's probably what it caps out at on non-full moon. And on full moon, I'm sure you can go to like 5.5 to maybe even 6 or so here. Hunting of spells and no mana potions is because of double void. Yeah, of course. If you didn't have double void, you wouldn't be able to do that. Anyway, I have no charms, and the optimal charms now for the MS are crit charms. So if I had charms, it would be even easier to be 0 supplies, because you'd be gaining more crits and more leech from that. Plasma ring running out. Okay. Bye-bye 8k. Yes, it's a big loss. Big loss in the profit here now.
As MS, do you put life leech on chest, or just go with the lion wand?
Yeah, you put vampirism on chest. Yeah, of course. If you've got a slot on the chest, by all means, yeah, do put vampirism on there. You can use Death Echo after fire UE. Yep, could do. Hey, Italian. Finally happened to me. I'm stuck with a junior that's 100% codependent on ChatGPT. The code. Yeah, we have a bunch of interns in my team, and yeah, they all use AI assisting tools, whatever. That's the future. That's the future, old man. Better get used to it. Let's see if we do any barrier procs, buffer procs today. Yesterday we had just the one. I really love the fire rotation. It's so comfy with the Death Echo. The death rotation is not too bad. I'm not a fan of the energy rotation. The energy beam cooldown reduction and the energy wave cooldown interactions. Not a fan. I wouldn't mind the energy rotation if I had 2 energy wave cooldown reduction greater gems, and I could guarantee it to be 6-second cooldown. Then I could have a nice energy rotation. But until then, it's a little more tricky, that one. Yo, yo, yo. All good. All good. All good. More testing today. More Sorcerer testing today. Today, I am planning to also do an evening stream. This stream right now will last for about 3 hours total until about 1:30 p.m. European. And then I'll be back this evening for a couple of hours as well. Good morning. Hello. Yeah, we'll basically be doing more of these like 15 to 20-minute tests all over the place. I want to populate as many like results as I can for like a 500 ms, so you guys know what's what. All right, 15 minutes, 4.9 KK raw, approximately 1.4 KK profit. Here we go. Now Summer Court. You have any plans to test ED? I mean, yes, but not for a while. I'm planning to test everybody, right? But I'm gonna take it in turns. I mean, what is there to test with ED, right? It's just good fun. It's just forks. Very simple. What's the base magic level of this sorcerer? 110. 15k supplies. Well, it was mostly just the green ring that we used. That was basically a 0 supply type respawn. Anyway, let me update the tracker, the Excel tracker. I'm going to be updating everything now in the tracker, which is in the pinned comment. So if you want to track my results, you can do so. In the tracker from the pinned comment. That's where I'm going to be keeping it updated, so you can check it as I progress through a bunch of places. Do you follow the World Cup? I mean, loosely. I usually check the scores in the morning when I wake up. Mana too low for Barry now. Probably wise to use some manas. Yeah, I thought that too. I thought that too. Better not greed, right? Better not be greedy. Okay, so now we're gonna go try out this death rotation at Summer Court. Maybe a little scuffed on the Arachnos. We'll see. What about Murky Caverns? Yeah, maybe we can try that one as well. I don't. That one. The thing is, though, with Murky Caverns, I'm going to overkill that one horribly, and that one is not so good for the MS. Were Tiger's definitely better. What is the hunt that surprised me the most so far? You know what? In a negative way, Buried Cathedral. I expected Buried Cathedral. The letter's gone. All right. The dude stole the letter. All right. Fine. The Buried Cathedral -8, I expected to be pretty good. But the gaze aspect has really, really ruined the fun in that one. So I actually was negatively surprised by Buried Cathedral. Positively, probably Upper Rosh. I was surprised how huntable Upper Rosh was. I was expecting magic level debuffs to be very significant, but it was actually, yeah, actually pretty damn huntable. So that was a positive. Cobras, yeah, we're gonna do Cobras as well. If you cast Fire UE, you are gone. Okay, are they actually reflecting fire then? Let me check. Yes, they do reflect a bit of fire. Not too much though. Not like I don't think you die from a fire UE there. Like I UE'd 2 elves and it took like 10% of my health. If that even wasn't just damage that they dealt. Let me try again. Because that maybe was just them dealing some damage. No, there is some reflection. Yeah. Damage reflection. You lose 112 points due to an attack by Grace Crazed some of Vanguard damage reflection. They do some fire reflection. Yeah. Gotta make sure you convert the UE. Make sure to cast the converted fire UE and not the innate fire UE. No pressure. All right, let me make sure I got the right rotation on. Okay. Pop. Get that mana going. All right. Pop the potion. All right. First time. We did it. We did it right.
Hello.
Hello. So hunting just the elves is going to be fine. The problem. Oh, actually, you know what I'm going to do? Let me apply a charm on Arachnos. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be particularly good here, actually. I feel like almost maybe like going avalanche style might be better here. Maybe this is an avalanche. Maybe this is a Death Echo plus avalanche respawn. Because the Arachnos will be a problem. Let me apply a charm on them. Whip best in slot legs. True, indeed. Maybe just use energy UE. Nah, no balls. No balls. A low blow is not actually going to be very good on Arachnos because you don't deal that much damage to them. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. And flame or freeze doesn't matter. I did 100% to both. Wish I had, if I had Divine Wrath, that would help. No teaser today? Nah. Sad. So I guess we'll have one tomorrow and then last one on Monday. Maybe one on Friday and then on Monday. The double crit from Death Echo is very satisfying. If Echo crits, yeah. If Echo crits, both of them crit, yeah. It's just like Spiritual Outburst on the Monk. You can make use of that. If you see the first one crit, then make sure you really try and hit as many as possible with the second proc. Okay, there's a lot of Arachnos in this pool. This is a soft pool where you may want to consider switching to Avalanches, for example. This is like the room with the most Arachnos, right? Doesn't seem like it matters that much, though. They're still kind of dying fairly quickly. Maybe it doesn't matter. Oh, crit UE in the Thanacercises. The death UE. That was beautiful. It took like half the health, dude. Beautiful. Zero supplies? Yeah, I mean, it's going to be mostly zero supplies at most respawns for the Sorcerer going forward. Especially once you start getting crit charms in everywhere. Although this isn't quite going to be a zero supply hunt because my leeching is a little off here. Because it's not actually such a like good rotation. Like, you use death, not because it's good here, but because it's the only one that works, you know? So we are going to be using some supplies for sure. Did they reset the EXP progression yesterday? No, there was no rollback. They just restarted the servers to fix Divine Grenade. No rollbacks, though. You know, it actually feels kind of better than I expected, to be honest. Not amazing or anything, but it's not too bad. I thought it'd be worse in this death rotation. It's yeah, it's pretty okay. If I had Divine Wrath on Arachnos as well to kill them a bit faster, probably would be even better. Nerf incoming soon. I think it all depends on what was the Tipsoft's goal with the rebalance. If they had a hidden goal of increasing like the mid game, improving the mid game play for players to catch up to more of like the end game hunting grounds, then there's not going to be a nerf. But if they wanted just to improve the gameplay loop while maintaining the power level, then yeah, there's going to be nerfs because the power level is way higher. So it's all about what Tipsoft wanted to get out of the rebalance, and I'm not sure what it was. So it could go either way. If they wanted the characters to be more or less the same power, just more comfortable, then we're going to see nerfs because characters are a lot more powerful. Other than the monk, of course. They know you. You don't think they sure they know what the objective was? Probably true. On the bright side, in this death rotation, the Thanacercises really do die very quickly. That's comfortable. That feels pretty good, actually. Feels good. Feels better than I expected. Good shit. Not here. Oh, we're doing 6.2 raw at this point. That's like EK numbers. That's like high level EK numbers here. What? I certainly didn't think it'd be this good. Have you tested Winter Elves already? Yep, 6.1 raw, 2.2 KK profit. And I was sure that was going to be better, but it looks like this may be just as good. Oop. I'm overkilling. What? Oh my god. What is this square spell? Death Echo. Also, I have no charms, no animus, by the way. No charms, no animus. Well, I have one charm on Arachnos, but that's kind of necessary because death doesn't really work all that well on Arachnos. You have 4.4. Nope. You're not looking at the right analyzer. Got just over 6 already from this. And that's the one that is going to end up at after 15 minutes. Everybody needs to get used to understanding and using the new analyzer. It's not bugged. It's different. Tipsoft is just terrible at communication. I can't believe they just dropped this new analyzer, which, by the way, I love. But they just haven't clarified at all what it's like, what it's for. It's ridiculous. Now we're overkilling, so let's make sure to pick up a few more monsters here. What changes with it? It's now calculate your raw experience for the duration of the hunt analyzer. Previously, your analyzer would be like unreliable for the first 15 minutes. And it would only show you like an actual raw experience after 15 minutes, which is, and this is still what it is on the EXP analyzer, which is why this guy said I've only got like 4 raw, because it still takes 15 minutes to like update. Whereas the new hunt analyzer EXP just takes the session value. So if you've been hunting for 2 minutes and you made 2 KK raw in 2 minutes, it will show as 60 KK raw per hour, right? It uses the session. So of course it's very, very unreliable for like the first minute or so, but instead of needing like 15 minutes to be up to a realistic value, it's actually reliable a lot faster. Usually after you've done 1 lap of a respawn, you can pretty reliably use the value from the new hunt analyzer. And sometimes that's 3 minutes, sometimes that's 6 minutes, depends on the duration of the lap, right? And you can see that for me, it's now showing just over 6 KK raw on that one. It's better. It is actually more reliable. Like that is the one I will be quoting on my guides afterwards, because the EXP analyzer is much more prone to be affected by spikes in raw experience. So then you can kind of just take the screenshot right at the end of the hunt after you finish like a big pull and have like an inflated EXP per hour. Whereas the new analyzer in the hunt analyzer is immune to that. It doesn't use peaks at all. It just takes the full XP gain in a time duration and calculates that to be the experience, right? Which is much more reliable than it doesn't. It's not affected by peaks. Ooh, didn't kill that one. The experience is going to drop there. Plus, I'm doing too much talking, not focusing. So the experience is dropping a little bit, like 5.8. But there was, after the first lap, it was like 6.2. I'm sure I could maintain that if I stay focused. It is. What I will say about this respawn on the MS is it is a little narrow. You know, the corridors here, especially, you know, those 4SQM passages. It's a little narrow and it's a little difficult to hit the waves and beams. But, you know, it's all right. Clearly, the results are still pretty okay. Especially considering that the element, it's not that great. Venore pH? Yes, it's supposed to be flimsy pH. Yeah. I'll fix that later. Thank you. Thank you for flagging that. Yes. Favorite hunting place for MS at the moment? I'm not sure, but it's definitely going to be the fire rotation is the most fun, comfortable. So like Winter Court I really enjoyed, for example. Flimsies are pretty enjoyable too, to be honest. It's a little intense because, you know, of course, there's a lot of them and stuff. But yeah, it felt pretty good. All right, we'll call it here. 14 minutes. I don't want to do another lap. We're here. Yeah, it was. I think it's about. I can call 6 KK raw, and about 1.5 KK profit. Let me update that. Does Kaland have a Discord booking system? Just letters. Okay, Flimsy's pH, updated that. Now let me add summer court results. 6.0, 1.5, summer court. FMB for Nagas or Na? I think on like 300, if you go Nagas, you probably want FMB. Otherwise, probably not. And yeah, the energy rotation is, of course, best for Nagas. All right, so we've done now Were Tigers and Summer Court. We can remove that. Let's see what we're gonna go to. Where we're gonna go next. You think the monk is weaker than the other vocations? Will there be a buff coming? I think we'll be seeing nerfs before we see any buffs. I think we'll be seeing nerfs to other vocations rather than buffs to the monk. Also, I just realized I was using the energy trinket instead of the fire sun catcher the whole time. Oh well, noob. I haven't played the monk, so I can't say anything. So everybody's complaining about the monk, so I'm assuming it is weaker somehow. I don't know. Maybe tips of the book, some shit. I don't know. I haven't played the monk, so what am I going to say about the monk? I'm not planning to play the monk, so I'm not actually all that, you know. The changes to the monk seemed fine to me. FOB seemed fine. The 20% auto attack reduction is very nice survivability bonus. The jump range on the chain was very welcome, but people are saying it's weak and complaining, so I don't know. Maybe Tipsoft fucked something. I don't know. It's just no longer as strong as other vocations. Yeah, maybe. Warzone 3 we wanted to do. Warzone 5 I wanted to do. Warzone 5 is fire, right? I do have a bounty on Warzone 5 for 350. What happened to your monk? Nothing, I still have it. How do free SQM beams feel like? Easy to hit? Yeah, they're still not... They're okay. I think once you get like tier 3 beam mastery, then it feels very good. Tier 1 beam mastery, 40% on those side beams is still a little you know, you still kind of want to aim it for the middle to hit as many monsters as possible, but obviously that's quite clunky, so. Healing spells for EK scale with magic level and shielding, yep. But wearing shield, nope. Yep. Yes, silly Jilly, yep. Shielding versus wearing shield, two different things, right? Don't know if I want to go Warzone 5. It's a little boring. Maybe we'll try Ixupan. Ixupan is energy, right? Let's change the energy rotation and check out the Ixupan spots. I haven't been there in a while. Oh, that will be this that will be this wheel, actually. Right. We'll just switch the rotation and get some mana potions and we can go. Did you get to proc the buffer yesterday? Yep. Procced it once at Flimsy's. Freakish Lost Souls got me. I had 5 low HP screenshots yesterday. This is the beauty of the buffer, right? It really lets you push harder. Whereas I would have never dared to be pushing so much that I was getting 5 low HP screenshots a day, dude, because I'd be dying all the time. But what do we have? Weeper, Grime Leech, and Health Layer, by the way. We'll definitely be trying Pumin. Pumin and Plague Seal at some point. And we've got Dragalisks here. Maybe we'll do that after. Maybe we'll do that after Ixupan. It's too early for me to rank all the vocations. I think everybody other than the monk is too strong or stronger than Tipsoft intended. So that's what I can say. Maybe they wanted everybody to be super strong. I don't know, but I think I have a feeling that everybody other than the monk ended up stronger than Tipsoft would have liked. So keep that in mind. Any planning to test out the Paladin? Yeah, I am. Not just yet today. Maybe tomorrow. Yeah, not much has changed for the monk. Yep, that's why I'm not planning to play the monk after rebalance. Why would I be playing a vocation that's barely changed when everyone else is changing so much? Any tests on the EK? No, we won't be testing EK for a long time. I don't even have an EK to test properly, so no. We won't be doing EK. We'll be doing Sorcerer and Paladin primarily in the near future. If you would you play Monk or RP? Obviously RP. RP Always, always. If in doubt, always go for RP and Tibia, dude. Those fuckers will never be nerfed. $520 EK, anything better than Asuras? Don't know. Maybe Azalon if you can push it already. I'm not quite sure how strong everybody is going to be. Okay, nobody here. I don't have the add-on, so I have to watch out for the spikes. I don't like having to watch out for the spikes, so this is not going to be my favorite respawn for sure. Oh, and this is the energy stand, so I need to... Hang on. I need to remind myself of the rotation. 1 sec. Okay. If 4 out of 4 Vocation is too strong, then it's either really bad management or is there intended routing? Yep, one or the other. If it's really bad management, then, you know, we're just all going to get nerfs. And if it's their intended goal, then, yeah, I'm surprised. And then Monk will probably need to be a little bit more buffed. Hello. Oh, all right. Ah. Should I go prismatic here? No, maybe we're good. The crits on the Death Echo are just so good. They feel great. Is there any case for this UE? No, I don't think so. I don't think you ever use it now. I think they should consider reworking Rage of the Sky somehow now because yeah, I just don't think you ever use it, which is a shame because it's such a classic cult ability, right? Shame for it to be unusable. That's the original UE I think of, you know. Ah shit, 2 spikes. GG. I know people liked hunting here with like reset on purpose, right? Where they would go to the end and then use the spikes to like get reset. Maybe I should do that if I don't have the outfit. How would a nerf for MS look? Probably just a base damage nerf. I don't think they'd be nerfing any mechanics or functionality. Then she just lower some damages on the most offensive spells. I imagine probably the energy spells slightly. Change range of the skies to hit 25 target, chain to 25 targets. That would be one way to fix it, I guess. Although it basically just hits everything in a massive range anyways. Not sure if it would matter that much. Yeah, or change Rage of the Skies to be hitting fewer targets, but for more damage, right? The way you make it viable compared to Hell's Core is if it hits fewer targets. So maybe it's like a big chain or something, indeed, that hits like up to 10 targets. But for more than Hell's Core, right? If it does less damage, so much less damage, then why would you use it? Or just make it the same size and damage as Hell's Core, but so then it at least will be usable in the energy stance. So people reset here, right? They do a big pull here, right? And then they reset on the spikes, I think. They take everything here. Is that right? Someone correct me if I'm wrong. I imagine you take a big pull here. And then you reset on the spikes up north. Yeah? Okay. Well, let's try it like that then. Okay. Interesting. Did you try Winter Coat already? Yep. 6.1 raw, 2kk profit. And very fun as well. Like, fire rotation with Death Echo is very, very fun. That is the most satisfying playstyle to me, anyway. So anywhere that I can hunt with fire rotation, that also happens to have good results, you know, that's a positive for me. While the energy spells are very, very good, combining them with the fire rotation wouldn't be very, very enjoyable. You're basically back to the old school Waven style, right? Just using energy and fire spells. Death Echo is where it's at for comfort. New element for Monk, best in slot weapon? No, I do not think so. Well, that would be one way to buff the Monk. But I don't think so. I think it'll be an energy weapon. Maybe with some pierce stuff. Ah, bad spell. Wrong spell. Oops, fire. Fire UE. Thankfully, that didn't happen at Summer Court. No supply run? Yeah, it's basically no supply run. Every place that you kind of out level. So any place that you can go to, like level 300, and if you're 500 by the time you go, there's going to be 0 supplies. Anywhere that you go to, you know, if you're level 300 going to a level 300 spot, then you're still going to be using supplies. But anywhere that you know out level a little bit by like 100 or 200 levels, you're going to be basically doing 0 supplies, yeah. Or, you know, close to it. I feel like I overkill a little bit. Maybe I'm not doing all the pulls in this reset lap. Next Mega Dragons? Maybe. Yeah, probably want to use up the some of the praise that I have. I have Hellflay and Grime Leech Prey and Dragolisk Prey, so yeah, those would be good places to check out. Ah. We're testing everything, Cody. We're doing both hard and easy stuff. We're trying everything from level 300 upwards. We're gonna do 5 more minutes here. Then, seeing as I'm here, I'm actually gonna test out Occupied Sanctuary too. The other respawn on the way to Mitmar. And then we're gonna go probably Feru Seals. So we'll probably go with Hellflayer and Grime Leech. We'll definitely go Puman. We'll maybe go Plague. Maybe on the Dragons. Although a little worried about that one. And then after that, I guess if we can, we'll go Nimisats. Ah. Definitely feel like I'm overkilling somewhat. Like X Folds, then Soul Shanks? Yep. For me, yeah. I'm not buying Soul Shanks. I think they are too expensive. And I'm not so bothered about bothered about resistance gear at the moment. With buffer, you know, resistance gear to me is a little worse. I'm gonna get my my pure physical set. So I'll have my pure physical gear because physical is still good, and that one kind of works everywhere. But you know, paying for soul shanks just for the death respawns, for me, you know, not that worth, not that bothered. If I was planning to play the MS for the next 1,000 levels or whatever, then sure, I'd buy it. But I'm only planning to play them until like 600-ish. And then move on to the Paladin. So I'm not going to be buying every single last piece of gear, you know? Yeah, we'll see what the Undead Dragons are like. I do think the Undead Dragons will be better after the summer update if you've got the Rasha discovered for the extra speed bonus. And a better way to deal with the paralyzers. But yes, I am a little worried about the paralyzers there. Oh god. All right, let's call it. Let's call it. Let me take. Let me write down the results real quick. 5KK raw. And ooh, good profit though. 5KK raw, and let's call it 1.8 KK profit. Just adding it to the tracker. Okay. Now Occupied Sanctuary. I expect Occupied Sanctuary to be a little bit better actually. What potions would you use mainly for Paladin? Let's say level 400. Well, you'd be using superior amount of potions and ultimate spirit potions. Nothing changes there for you. Is it worth to buy when I'm 1k MS? Yeah, probably. If you're MS main and you're gonna be playing it for a long time, then you want to have all the best in slot stuff. And Soul Shanks is still best in slot. But it's just some extra resistance. You know, with the buffer, I don't care about it that much because I'm not going to be playing all that long. And the Stoic X-Folds are the best ones for DPS, so... Oh, no! Okay, looks like it's free, though. Make the imbue anti-paralyze? Yeah, whatever. I'm not that bothered. Again, this is ultimately a throwaway character for me. If I die, it's content, right? Just out of curiosity, do we need to mend something in the wheel to have wider beam? Yeah? You need to have beam mastery. This one, top right. Summer Court is more difficult than Winter Court. Yep, for MS, yes. MS is having much better time at Winter Court than at Summer Court. At Summer Court, you need to use Death Rotation. Plus the corridors are a little narrower and harder to kite, so not so good. But Winter Court, the results were still fine. Like the results at Summer Court were still fine. It's just not as comfortable, not as fun. Winter Court definitely feels more fun. Oh, look at that. We've got double Ritual Chalice in 15 minutes. That was quick. Normally they're a pain in the ass to drop. All right. Yeah, I think we go. We'll see how this one is because this one's kind of narrow corridors too, but they're melee creatures which are easier to play around. Could go either way here. I'm not sure if it's going to be good or not. I think it's probably going to be all right. Yeah, it feels pretty good already, actually. A little harder to hit the waves, maybe? Actually, no. No, I think it's better in like every way. Narrower corridors actually make the monsters group up a bit more, right? And sure, they may surround you, but ultimately, it's going to be easier to hit your stuff. Oh, now which one is the TP? Oh, God, no. Oh, God. Okay. All right, I got it. Fuck. Been a while since I've been here. I still get it wrong sometimes. Um... Dwarven armor can replace Soul Mantle? I don't think so. I mean, if you're real desperate, I guess, but if you can get Soul Mantle, make sure to get Soul Mantle. Soul Mantle is an actual proper best in slot item that I would definitely recommend everybody get. And it's not like MS gear is that expensive. And now, by the way, you're making great profits almost everywhere, so no excuse. Just been rebalanced yesterday, Marcinito. It's my title is just a bit of a joke. Sorcerer feels very strong. So does Paladin. So does EK. So does Druid. Everybody feels very strong. Monk is the only one that actually feels probably within the expected power level. Everybody else feels too strong. In what I'm guessing is Tipsoft's evaluation. They may have changed their objectives with how strong everybody should be, but I would find that somewhat strange and unexpected. Hidden Monk propaganda. Buff Monk. Monks are kind of disappointed. Yeah, I think so. Monks are kind of disappointed. And it feels like there's some bugs that are also affecting some of their abilities. And they feel apparently weaker than before. A lot of people complaining that they're leeching a lot less, which shouldn't really be the case. Maybe they fucked up the autos somehow, or maybe the mitigation changes somehow really affected Monk a lot more than the others. But I haven't played it, and I haven't been playing the monk for a little while, so it's hard for me to definitively say one way or another. At this level, HP mitigation on Mix or on Sorcerer, still HP, I think. At a certain level, you'll want to switch to the mitigation, but I think it's a little while still. I think maybe like somewhere between like 800 and 1000, you may consider switching to mitigation. Lower level for other vocations, but MS has mages have the highest, the lowest mitigation, so actually the multiplier is least efficient. Ace folds to be the best new best in slot legs. Yeah, I mean you use beams in 2 rotations, and those are like the only legs that buff beams, right? And beams are your hardest hitting spells, especially the higher level you go. If you've got like T2 beam mastery, T3 beam mastery, then the legs get better and better. If you've only on like level tier 1 beam mastery like me, it doesn't matter as much. But the higher level you are, the higher the beam mastery that you have, the better the legs become. Does the mitigation just give like 0.4% damage reduction? Yeah. But that's 0.4% reduction on everything. And HP at a certain point doesn't give you anything. You never really use it. Don't rely on it. Of course, if you can get the right elemental protection gem, that's always going to be best. But you don't always have the luxury of having all the best elemental resistance gems upgraded. So mitigation is like the best versatile one. Gain a 0.5% damage reduction per lesser gem is a good deal, even on mages. That that includes physical, for example, right? Hello, Adam. Yeah, of course I'm having fun. And you know what? I'm playing a little bit more and more and more. Like yesterday, I was very drained, both because I was physically tired because I didn't get very much sleep the night before. Night for rebalance, and because it was, my first time on the MS after rebalance, I felt very, very drained from the rotation. Whereas I'm slowly getting a little bit more comfortable with it. So maybe it won't be that difficult long term. Anyways. Yesterday, I was definitely quite drained from trying out all the new rotations for hours and hours. It's pretty difficult. But it's feeling a little bit better today. Overall opinion is very positive on everybody. The monk, I don't know, people complaining, but I haven't tried it, so can't exactly definitively say anything. Sorry, but yeah, the one thing that I'm definitely not enjoying about the Sorcerer is that I do still need to be quite focused on the moment-to-moment gameplay. Makes it pretty hard for me to pick up all the questions in the chat. I can see lots of questions in the chat, and I am sorry, I'm not able to get them all while I'm playing MS. Don't worry, though, we will be trying out all the vocations, and when we switch from MS to all the other vocations, they all seem very, very easy in comparison, so I'll be able to pick up all the questions then. Paladin next. So I'll just be reading the chat permanently because I won't even have to look at the game window, so no problem. And yeah, increasing Monk's melee range is something that we suggested as a fix to bossing for him, but I mean it would work a little weird, so I'm not surprised Tipsov didn't go for it. Staff with longer range is a new weapon for the monk. Yeah, I mean, theoretically possible. Yeah, that would be cool, right? If they added an energy weapon that had a free SQM basic attack range for best in slot for bossing and stuff. Yeah, I mean, that sounds kind of interesting. Yeah, sure. I mean, I don't think there's anything to indicate that that will happen, and I think it's pretty unlikely, but it's an interesting idea. We've hit 15 minutes, so let's finish this pull here. I'll take a look at the results in a second. Screenshot. 6.3 raw and approximately 1.3 KK profit. All right. Solid experience. Let me add that to the tracker. 6.3, 1.3. Exupan occupied sanctuary. All right. That's another spot crossed off. Now I can answer some questions. Can you show your wheel? Yeah. So this is my energy and death rotation wheel. The key thing is getting the -2 second cooldown on Death Echo and the wider beam mastery and the enlarged energy wave. Then I had some points left over, so I picked up T1 Avatar to get some of that base damage from having a Revelation perk allocated, but the Avatar perk itself here is not really relevant. You could have picked up this energy beam through here at like 425 points by going through here, but yeah. If you can get 2 Revelation perks, then of course go for 2 of them. So in your opinion, increasing chained pen... they're not going to... I don't think they're going to increase chained penance jump range anymore. They've already increased it. I don't think that's what's going to happen. I think... What does the monk need? I would like to see increased base damage on Flurry of Blows. A little bit more. What else? Maybe a little bit more base damage on Thousand Fist Blows, the new ability. That could be good. I don't know. I actually don't know. You know what? I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do with the monk. Because I see you all the time use Wave and this new spell. The new spell is Death Echo. The key for the Death Echo is to have the -2 second cooldown reduction on it, so it becomes a 4-second cooldown spell, and then you can use that very, very easily in your rotation. Monk is so good at the moment. Well, opinions differ on that one. Opinions differ. All right, so we've done Ixapan. So should we go for Faru then? Hellflayer and Grime Leechers. We do have the energy rotation ready. So where can I go for Hellflayers and Grime Leechers? Pumin and Plague. Anywhere else? So Pharaoh under Dragons. Plague is going to be really awkward though with the corridors. I'm not sure if Plague is going to be huntable for an MS. Pumin, I think Pumin bottom floor. Ferryway, no. Pumin bottom floor, I think is going to be good, and I think under Dragons are going to be good. I don't think Plague is going to be that good purely because of the layout. Ferryway, the elements don't work. Mazaran, I think Mazaran will be good. I think at a higher level though. I think I'm probably too low. In fact, I think I'm probably too low for all of them. I would say Human and Plague and Under Dragons, probably 600-ish would be my recommendation. Mazaran, maybe 700, 800. I guess I can try it too, but I think it's going to be too hard. Maybe Warzone 5? Yeah, at some point. I mean, we've done some easy stuff now, right? We've just done Summer Court, Were Tigers, Ixapan. Let's go do something a little bit more fun, a little bit more difficult, to mix it up a bit so we don't just do the easy stuff. But yeah, I do want to go to Warzone 5 at some point as well, mostly because I have this bounty task that I want to complete. Yeah, I've got energy rings, I've got potions, wheel imbues. Yeah, everything should be okay. Why not go for T2 Echo instead? Well, to go for T2 Echo in this build, I'd have to lose either the enlarged energy wave or the focus mastery, so I don't want that. I would go for the T2 Echo in a Fire Wave build and then get T1 Lord of Destruction. And of course, I do want T2 Echo, but yeah, I don't have the points for it now. Is your manager level base plus loyalty 120? Nope, it's 110. I have 106 base magic level and 4 from loyalty, so 110 total. Nothing special. Nothing special. All right, Pumin boss floor. Let's try that. It's not going to be all that good. I'm pretty sure I do not have, I do not have Fatal Hold on hand, so we're not going to be able to do that. Do I have anything there? Do I have any charms I can apply? No. Grime Leech is 1.7k. Hellflare is 1.3k. Spectres? Not even a Spectre. See, I've got nothing. No charms. Let's see how it goes. Wish me luck. Human is the left one, right? This is going to be some fucked up shit. I can tell. 540 MS. Pumin. I don't know. I don't know, dude. Fuck it. Fuck it. We ball. Yeah, if I get like warboxed, I could be in trouble. Let's give it a go. Nerf coming already next week? I don't think so. I don't think it's going to be quite so quick. I think they're going to wait a little longer. And where's the damn quest door? Oh, here it is. Okay. All right, let me pop the praise. That should make it a little easier. All right. Ooh, no protection imbues, no charms, no animus. Let's go. I don't think it's gonna be that good, by the way. I think I'm mostly coming here for science. I'm not coming here because I think this is gonna be something really, really good. Hey, yeah, why am I getting clowned? Fatal Hold would be nice on the hands because I just don't think I'm going to be able to kill them very well. I either have to give up tons of experience by chasing down the hands, or I just accept I can't kill them. Yeah, they'll just be running away. When are you going to review the night? Not for a while. It's not on my immediate to-do list. Sorcerer and Paladin are the initial points of focus for me. There is some music here. YouTube one is pretty much deaf. Yeah, YouTube is there's no music because I don't send the music to YouTube because then I get copyright strikes. I either need to listen to like copyright free music, which is kind of boring and kills the vibe of the stream, or I just don't send music to YouTube. So sorry. If you wanna listen to my music, then you'll have to watch on Kick or Twitch. If you watch on YouTube, then you can just play some of your own music in the background. That's the deal. Oh! I did a misclick there, and I'm pretty sure there was a barrier proc right there because my mana suddenly went pretty low. God bless. God bless Buffer. Not even one lap. Yeah. Yeah, I think maybe need slightly higher level. Even with double prey. Seems a little hard. Capybara, can you ping me that on the Discord or something? I can't look at the wheels right now. I'm not going to be able to answer you without actually looking at the wheel. It'd be nice if you could like ping me that either on Discord or something, so I can take a look later. Game is too easy right now. It sure is easier and more comfortable. It's not necessarily a bad thing. Although I do wish that they leave a little bit of room for skill expression and stuff in the game. They'll make everything quite too easy. .4 raw on 500 MS on Winter Court. Yeah, then you're playing badly. I was doing 6.1 yesterday with no charms, no nothing. So 30% more than what you're doing, and I only have 40 more levels. Get good. There was no respawn. Are you not going behind the portal? I mean, are you like hunting just the castle? Maybe bro is hunting just the castle. There's no respawn. Oh, crit UE. That's good. That helped there. I wanted to play Noob Car ED to get a rest from RP. Base rotation. You can check Tibia, pal. The druid section has the rotation as one of the columns to tell you what you have to be using at each respawn. The hunting section. Before the update, that was enough. Oh yeah, you absolutely need to be going inside. If you want the route video, I was using the same route that I was using on my Monk at Winter Court. So you can look up Monk Winter Court from me and check out the route. That's what I was doing on the MS yesterday. And yeah, I was doing over 6k raw doing that route. I'm getting a little bit more used to this respawn, so, you know, hopefully no more buffer procs. Maybe that was just a momentary mistake and won't be repeated. Exactly. Still wouldn't exactly say that this is some sort of fun, comfortable spawn, though. Not on this level. Hello, everybody. No, I wasn't on stream at Winter Court. That was something I just tested myself off stream. Winter Court and Nagas I tested off stream. I mean, I can go there at some point again on stream if somebody wants to have like a little reference on video somewhere. But not sure I'll have the time for it today. We're still doing over 6k raw here. I mean, it is with a double damage spray, but still, it's kind of surprisingly okay. Doesn't feel that great. Doesn't feel that great. I do think higher level recommended. Ah, wrong spell. I cap here 8k raw just throwing runes. This place is garbage no matter what. I think, yeah, I mean, you probably over-leveled that a little bit, right? 1.2k. Yeah, I probably wouldn't be coming here on 1.2k unless for like a bounty or something, right? Grime Leech bounty, maybe. I think I'll probably be able to reach 8k raw here earlier than 1.2k by doing spells. But not yet. Maybe like level 900 or so, I'll be able to do about 8k raw here from using spells. And also, yeah, I don't have Hand's Bestiary. Yeah, I also don't have Fatal Hold on those. So that kind of slows me down probably fairly substantially. Still, though, it's a pretty cool little showcase, right? Even just being able to hunt here. I mean, try coming here before rebalance, right? On a 540 MS. Don't think so. Better keep that mana up. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm trying. And we already had one buffer proc. I do love the comfort that the buffer provides you, though, that you don't need to worry about the headshots. Love it. Awesome. I probably prefer that to any other mechanic on the majors. Like, the buffer just really makes you be able to push a respawn so much better. We're going to go to Plague Seal in a minute. Oh, Rift Bow, let me pick that up. Ah. How is EK after the changes? Of course, it's good, good, good. Much better. Everybody other than the monk is very, very happy. And even the monk changes, you know, on paper seem pretty good. I think maybe there's just some bugs or something. All right. Let's call it 6.3 raw. 6.3 raw and about 2kk profit with double damage prey. Better than I'd expect on a 540 at Pumin. Still not that fun, though. Without praise for like an actual good hunt, I think maybe this is even 800 plus. Stress? No, no stress. No stress, Og. No stress. Let's see if how many low health screenshots we had there. Just one. Just one. Huh. You know, I don't think we had a barrier proc there. I have one low HP screenshot, and it doesn't have a barrier proc on it. So I don't think we procced buffer. Godo's low health screenshot. You did have a barrier proc? That's weird then, because it's not showing in my screenshots. I don't have it in my screen. I thought I did as well, but it's not in my screenshots. That's weird. The only screenshot I have is low HP with 27 health left. Let me just write down the results, but I will make a note that it was with double damage prey. All right. After proc, you had like 5k mana. This one I had 11k. So maybe it was like a screenshot that was taken just before the buffer proc, which is why I didn't do like a double screenshot. Don't know. All right, let's get out. All right, so we want to check Plague Seal as well, right? I think it's going to be a disaster, but let's check. How's Monk going? It's not. I'm not playing it. And we'll try Ferus as well. Yes, Rune's not worth anymore. Rune's not worth. I've also heard that you modified something on Sphinx's route and had way more EXP there. Is that true? No. I was just using, I think, a pretty standard Sphinx route. Let me go refill. Actually, I have too many. Items. My capacity is running out. My Sphinx's was like 6.5 or something. I didn't modify the route myself. Anyway, the Sphinx's was like literally the first place I went to. So, you know, I was very rusty. Didn't even have one of the charms on there. I still don't have Crypt Wardens charmed. So I think Sphinx's could be pushed quite a lot. No, I haven't tried RP yet. Maybe tomorrow. Right now, only MS. Yeah. For now, just MS. We'll be doing Paladin after. Is Savvy Surfers on the list? Yep. It is on the list. We'll get there when we get there. Not sure. Oh, we've done Upper Rush. I can remove that. Yeah, I've still got this many things to check. And is Savvy Goan is on there. Can you show that letter again? I mean, not that. Not. Oh, you mean this one? I'm gonna remove all these results because I've already recorded all these on the Excel. Here's what I'm still planning to do. Is Monk 20% resist life? It should be. Sanguine Coil not better always than Soul Tainter? Yes, it is. I don't have level 600 though. But yes, once you get Coil, you always use Coil. Weren't monks being able to go use ultimate mana potions? Distilled mana potions. They can. Not the regular ones. Let's see Plague. I don't think it's going to be very good. It's too narrow, but we can pop in, do a lap, see how it goes. But I think it's not going to be the one. Yeah, I don't really see how this is.
We need a Q's near Subathon.
We need a Kuzia Subathon. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, we do. Go Palm. With runes, maybe? Yeah, but then you're just hunting here with thunderstorms. I mean, I guess. But what's the point at that point? I don't want to use runes, bro. Did they fix the analyzer? It's not broken, dude. They just haven't communicated that they've changed how it works. It's not going to be changed. Yeah, Echo wouldn't work here, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not feeling it here. No, I don't think Plague is good enough. Let's do one lap just for the sake of it. Free Kamas on Nevia Market. I wonder why. Yeah, not a good time to be selling out the monk. Not a good time. Oh, I should ideally I would apply Fatal Hold on the Plague Smiths, but I'm just gonna be out after one lap, so I don't care. I'll go fair route under dragons. I think under dragons, especially -1, should be pretty good. -2, maybe. Although that one is kind of like more circular. Like the corridors are like bending and stuff all over the place. So it's kind of hard to aim waves there, I think. Be like -2. Gonna be hard to hit the non-echo spells. The diagonals there are a little risky. I'll try not to do that again. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. Yeah, no, this is a nice spot for the monk, paladin, and EK, but I don't think mages, even with perfect elements, never really going to work here. It's way too narrow. This ain't it. No, this ain't it. Let's just go straight to the exit. Towards the exit, at least. Yeah, I think this one remains basically like a thunderstorm rune type hunt. If you're really desperate, probably better. Fuck it, let's just get out. All right, I'm out. Monk is so good. I don't know why people cry about it, because I think largely they compare themselves to all the other vocations having tons of fun, and so they feel a little bit left out, you know. All right, Plague Seal confirmed. Not it. No Plague Seal. Pumin should be much better. I've just come back from Pumin. We did Pumin just before this. And yeah, Pumin was better, but still, I would say a little bit too hard. In what order do you have Vis rotation set up on multi-hotkey? I have 2 hotkeys for the Vis rotation. I have Wave and Beam on one hotkey, and then Death Echo on a separate hotkey. And I alternate them, and if I notice that I hit 2 targets with the central beam on the energy hotkey, then I skip the Death Echo. Let other people have some fun now. Yeah, I think monks could be having fun alongside everybody, right? Until 300, the rotation is kind of clunky. Yeah, until 300, indeed, a little bit clunky. Sometimes you might need to use runes. Yuck. All right, under dragons. Again, I don't have any charms there, so we're just going to YOLO it. We do have the health layer Prey, which will be useful. The Grime Leech one, not so much, right? Is there any Grime Leeches on the Dragon Seal? I don't think so. Which one is the under dragons here? Nope. Do you need energy ring here? Do Blightwalkers no longer drunk, right? They don't drunk you. Don't make you drunk. The one rule is never use beam after wave. Yeah, indeed. Wave after beam is fine, but no beam after wave. Indeed, indeed. How's the Sorc feeling? Yeah, it's feeling good. Feeling good. Quite intense, though. Quite intense, but good. All right. Does death work on anything here, or do I just... Oh, yeah, on health layers. Okay, so I should be using my autos on health layers. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Okay, we're getting out. Nah, I'm not having this. I'm out. I'm out. Be brave. I've literally done one pull and I already almost died twice, so... let... Thanks so much for the Prime sub. Shaveness. Thank you, thank you. Whew. Well, I guess the bad performance got me a sub, so maybe we should keep going. Let's see if we can do one lap then. Let's see if we can do one lap. But yes, okay, this is gonna be better after the update, right? Go raw XP. I am showing raw XP on both analyzers. No diagonals. No diagonals. No diagonals. I have to keep... No diagonals. Do not be tempted by a diagonal. Oh my god. No diagonals, please. I have to like unbind them when hunting here. No diagonal. No, no, no. It's so tempting to go diagonal when you start getting paralyzed, but oh my god. Yeah, you don't want to do that. Also, I really want Fatal Hold on Blightwalkers. And you know what? I think I might actually have... hang on. Let me check, because I think this guy hunted a bunch of prison. So I think he maybe has that Blightwalkers. Let me check. Yes! Yes, 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 yes. Do we upgrade it to tier 2? No. All right, let's try again. All right, let's try again. Take a deep breath. Got Fatal Hold. Not going to be using diagonals. We can do it. We can do it.
Siema, I can't type in the monk changed discussion channel. Has it been blocked for everyone?
Yes, it has. It's been archived, dude. You can just use the regular monk channel now. The rebalance stuff is now live, and they've been moved to an archive on the Discord. So yeah, you just can use the regular monk channel. But it's basically just the new normal, right? We don't need a specific rebalance channels. The free width, you need to have level... Well, you need 250 points in the wheel. So around level 280, 290. All right, no diagonals. No diagonals. No diagonals. No diagonal. Oh, I did a diagonal there. No, stop it. It's... Oh, God, it's such a bad habit here. I had to do one there. But it's okay, because again, kind of low end stuff anyways. Can you show me your skill wheel? Go on Tibia, pal. Go on Tibia, pal. There's a new tool called Wheels. And my wheel will be there. Or at least a base wheel that you want. Oh, shit. Okay, so this pull, I remember, is the most tricky one. Because there's a lot of monsters here. And it's the Vex Claws, which I think are paralyzed maybe too. I remember... Okay, you know what? Nah, fuck this. I'm out. I'm out. Nah, I'm too low level, dude. I'm too low level for this. 800 plus for undead dragons. No way. No way. Yeah, you can have a look at my wheel now, I guess. After the speed boost update could be doable. Yeah, maybe. But you might still be able to mess. You might still mess up and, you know, do a diagonal when you shouldn't. If you really want dragons, then try Oromond, but no way this place is playable. Not on this level, probably. I don't have the quest, though, for Dark Trails. I'm looking for team for Dark Trails to kill... Oh, shit. To do the Ravager. Why is there so many monsters here, bro? But no, I don't care in particular about Undead Dragons. It was just I wanted to test this place. Backing up from a fight, I like to push respawns, but I don't like, you know, doing suicide type content. I prefer to avoid the deaths where I can, and that one is just, it feels a little much. We've done those. We've got energy rotation. What else? What next? We could go Cobras. Cobras are 100% to energy and fire, right? So theoretically, fire energy. I'm wondering if for -1, I don't want to go with the fire rotation. No, maybe not. I think it's going to be energy for both Bastion and -1. Where can I find info about meaning of these 2 raw experience per hour as intended? The one in the Hunt Analyzer works out your raw experience divided by the session duration. The old EXP Analyzer uses it based on like the last 15 minutes with a higher focus on the most recent few minutes, which means that you get like higher peaks and stuff through this one. Whereas the new Hunt Analyzer is going to be should be very stable across the hour and be immune to peaks, and also should be able to show your realistic raw experience much earlier than after 15 minutes. Have you tried Azalon already? No, I haven't. That is on the list. They're so good there. Wait, Italian. What, Cobras? I don't think so. I don't know, 100? Oh. 100? Shit, oh, you're right. You're right. For some reason, I thought that they were strong to death. Yeah, you're right. Go with the... Yeah, death is definitely... Yeah. Good man, Italian. Yeah, of course. No, you're right. For some reason I was under the impression. I think because the Viziers do a lot of like death damage reflections, so I was under the impression that they were weaker to death. But yeah, you're right. Of course. If everything is on 100, then yeah, death is usually my favorite one. Sure, let's go Cobras then. Let me update that real quick on Tibia Pal then for Cobras, because I have it on fire energy. But yeah, no, you're definitely right. Definitely death. There we go. Viziers are... Really? No, they're 100. 100 def. They're wholly 105. Got a new guide out on rotation and such on Monk. I do not have infinite time, my friend. So no, I do not have it. You can just watch my review of the test server, the rebalance for the Monk. It basically contains more or less everything that I would make in a proper guide for rotation anyway. Tibia Power said go spike at level 28, but AoE runes are now level 30. Are they? Nope. Not according to this. Thunderstorms level 28. And Thunderstorms are now same base power as GFBs and Avalanches. GFBs and Avalanches were always level 30. Thunderstorms and Stone Showers are 28. So unless they change them, not according to Cyclopedia though. And if I right-click them, then it's still 28. So no. Check GFB and Ava. Yes, I'm familiar with the fact that GFBs and Avas are level 30, but Thunderstorms are 28, and you can use Thunderstorms at 28. So upper spike, Thunderstorms at 28. GFBs and Avas were always 30, and Thunderstorms were always 28, which is why upper spike was double from 28. What's your take on what stance Paladin should use on that point? Yeah, so yeah, you do it on based on resistances. If enemies are weak to physical, then you go Ethereal Barrage, then you go Sharpshooter. If they, weaker to Holy, then you go Divine Barrage and Divine Defiance. Apparently, at much higher levels, once you're scaling, apparently the physical one is better for damage in almost all cases. So you kind of go Sharpshooter for damage, but Divine Defiance does have significant defensive capabilities with the dodge as well as the extra healing. So generally, you may give up like 1% damage from the Sharpshooter to have much more survivability. Bro, you have a lot of work to do in order to update all this. Yep, I know. Yeah, it's going to take like almost 2 years, I guess. Go Warzone free full energy. Yep, it's on my list. Don't worry. All right, let's see who's hunting. Bastion. Bastion is free. And, Basement is actually taken. That's unexpected. I was totally expecting the other way around. Basement is taken. Let me ask him if he's doing poison, but I guess we can go Bastion then. I mean, okay. In Bastion, I want to apply charms on assassins and Cobra Scouts at least. I have no idea how I'm gonna hunt Bastion. Select creature. I don't have a charm extension here. Oh my god. Yep. Is there any reason to choose magic level over beam mastery on the wheel playing ED when team hunting Islip? What? Beam mastery on the wheel when playing ED? What? Best PG spot for 200 plus ED? I don't know. Just check out Tibia Power. It's probably going to be one of the book worlds, I imagine. And where hyenas with the forks should be pretty good. All right. So Bastion. Bastion as a sorcerer. Okay, I don't know how this is going to go. The other guy is using poisons at least, so we don't have to do poisons. Echo. Okay. Third in before EK on soul weapons. Yeah, you stick with mana. All right. It'll be hard for me to answer some questions now. Oh, and everything's on full health, of course. So we'll need to do a lap. Let's see how it goes. Hey, Phil's actually But it feels kind of nice. That was really, really cool. Really cool little lap, by the way. Let's see how this one goes. That little cool pull there. It really worked nicely with the way the Cobra Scouts line up for the beams and the waves and still get caught by the Echo. Okay, here I'm going to have to open the room. I think I can get the key up north, right? Here? Is it in the skeleton? In the bag? Yep. Okay. And Blessing of the Grove. I love seeing the double crit. I know Italian feels so good. Especially in the death stance where it gets the extra crit damage. No, you would go for Blessing of the Grove when team hunting, almost certainly. That one feels very, very good. Sounds very good. I haven't used it, but it sounds like definitely the go-to. All right, let's do one lap and actually clear things. So they spawn at, 70% health or whatever it is, and then we'll reset the analyze and try again. Death stance is your choice for neutral spawn. Yeah, I think so. Because you still get the beam, and you get free spells in your rotation that benefit from the stance, which is more than the other ones. So you get more benefit from the stance, and it feels good to use. Yeah, I think so. I think in a neutral spawn, I go for death. And if it's energy and fire spawn, then I go for energy. Fire is like the last one I go for, even though it's even the most comfy one to use. And you're going to start with the new level 8 characters to fill the hunting page? Well, I'm going to start with the Sorcerer, and I'm probably going to start already like tomorrow. I have a level 28 Sorcerer because nothing changes until then. I'm going to start filling it out soon. In fact, that's what I'm going to focus on to start with, because I expect there may be some balancing considerations, which I don't want to be a victim of. So I'm going to focus on the lower level stuff because it's less likely to be affected by any potential rebalance of the rebalance, Did you see that echo disappear there, Italian? I didn't even want to say anything because I assumed nobody would have noticed this, but that fucking echo bug's disappearing. I'm surprised you caught it just watching the stream. I wouldn't catch something like that watching the stream. But yes, I noticed that the second proc didn't go off because of the wall. Stupid shit. Hopefully, once they fix like the divine grenade, because I feel like it's gonna be something similar with like the way divine grenade was being able to be cast between floors. I don't know. There's definitely a bug. Or when they fix echo following you, between floors, because it is somehow related to the echo being like in reference to the character, but that's why also it then sometimes fizzles out, right? If you go around the corner, around the wall. Then you want to see double crits? I don't think so, because that's unrelated to it. I think that's unrelated. All right, let's reset the analyzer now and try again. Now that we've done one lap, monsters are spawning on, the appropriate amount of health. Ah. Why are the strange rats spawning? I've never hunted much cobras, by the way. I've hunted basement a lot on my monk. Outside of that, I haven't hunted much cobras. Just waved into nothingness. Still getting used to the rotation, okay? Need to place a gold coin somewhere? Okay. Jesus. Ah, fuck it. I'm not going to be here that long. I don't care enough. The rats don't really affect anything too much. Amulets. Yeah. Oh, come on. Die already. Pretty easy though. That's something to consider. Like I thought this would be a little bit more sweaty, and I'd have to be mindful of my HP and stuff. I don't have any protection imbues or anything, and it feels well, definitely don't feel like I'm at much risk of death. Death Echo bug is frustrating. Yep. With the walls, yeah, indeed, indeed. Indeed. I'm sure they'll fix it shortly. Don't worry. On their radar. It's been forwarded to the authorities. Don't worry. Now, this room is a little harder, I suppose, because there's a lot of viziers here that can get you. Some monsters, I think, here spawned on full health. Yeah, everything's on full health. I hope the guy from -1 uses the flask properly. I should just check if I don't need to use it myself. Maybe he hasn't used it. I do have them on me, so may as well. No, it's been poisoned. Okay, all right. Ah. Oh, rats. Oh, level up. Second already. Look at this PG. Don't test Druid. Do not ruin this comfy play. I don't think the comfy play style will be ruined. I think maybe it'll just be lowered values, but I don't think they're gonna. I think Tipsoft would be very unlikely to. God damn it. Tipsoft would be very unlikely, I think, to lower the enjoyment of the vocations. I think they're not gonna like reduce their jump range, for example. I think it's very unlikely. I think they're much more likely to just tweak the numbers down until the comfy playstyle might not be worth it. But I think they'll leave it as is. Seem to be doing pretty well. 7 raw at the moment. I think you can probably maintain that. Nice respawn. Kind of a shame because I hate this stupid poison mechanic on Cobras. I wish they would just go away and not be good, but that's pretty good. XP analyzer doesn't matter, dude. Look at the hunt analyzer. That's the one you want to be looking at now. As long as it's more than like 1 minute or more than 1 lap, then just look at the hunt analyzer. Stop looking at the EXP analyzer. I'm going to turn off the experience on the hunt analyzer. You people need to understand that Tipsoft changed the analyzers, and it's the hunt analyzer you want to be looking at now for more reliable experience per hour. Ah, bad beam, bad beam. I thought it was Echo next. Oh, again. Bad. Feels good though. Like overall, like the spell loop with so many ranged creatures and like rooms like this, I thought it would be way worse. But it actually feels pretty good at Cobras, I would say. It's actually quite an enjoyable hunt. I'd say it's probably more enjoyable than Cobras before the rebalance with runes. The scouts line up nicely to be hit by Death Echo, as well as the waves. Hello, Ronnie. The crits and death stance feel so good. Oh my god. And I don't even have Savage Blow. Although you wouldn't want to be using Savage Blow anyway. You do want to be using the Low Blow, but still feels good. If you have Savage and Low Blow, then you'd be using both. I only have Low Blow. Oh, another one. $7.1 raw, 12 minutes in. Let's do one more lap. Definitely enjoying it. One of the better results so far. I think we've only had 3 respawns above 7. But this is definitely up there in one of the better respawns. Look how this nicely lines up for like a full Death Echo on everybody. Look at that. Perfect. Look, everybody's just getting slapped with the Echo. Very nice. That was like so good, that room.
Somehow I've LARP talked about which stance is better? Or depends on if you use double holy or not?
Yeah, so double holy, you go Divine Defiance. Holy plus Fizz, you go Sharpshooter. That's like the very basic way to look at it. Then you've got the defensive aspects to consider. And at higher level, the Sharpshooter apparently scales a little bit better. But, you know, you're going to have to talk to Mazarin or someone to explain. I love Death Echo, bro. Oh my god, it feels so good. What a spell. Yeah, I like the Death Rotation. I do like the Death Rotation. All right, 15 minutes in. Let's do this pull. Screenshot. The end look, their overall hunt analyzer is more reliable. It had like what 7.15, while the hunt analyzer had 7.3 because it had the peak of just killed box. But it's not actually the reliable result. If you want the reliable result, it's actually the hunt analyzer. You can go. So the result. Let me write the result then. So Cobras goes into the third best spawn behind Flimsies. 7.1 and looks like the profit's about 1.4. I would like to try Cobra's -1, 2. I would like to try Cobra's -1. It's taken for another 1 hour. I'm gonna finish in like 20 minutes. So never mind. We're not gonna try -1. I'll try that myself at some point and let you guys know. So we can try one more thing. Maybe I want to go to this Warzone 5 now. If it's free, I'll go to the Warzone 5 just to have a chill end to the stream. Why not Def Echo Vishor Echo Flamhor? Beams on level 1 are not doing that much damage. So in that rotation, you suggest replacing the Death Beam with Flamhur. Well, the Death Beam also benefits from the Death stance and gets the extra crit damage, which the Flam Wave wouldn't. And I'm not convinced that the Flam Wave will do more damage than a Death Beam anyways. Fast Bounty? Maybe. I don't think... Maybe we'll be able to finish it. Not sure. Check out tibiapal.com/wheels for wheel suggestions after rebalance. Let me... Where are you? You asked that on Twitch, yeah? tibiapal.com/wheels. Check that out. I added a new tool on TibiaPal for collection of wheels. So if you have no idea about the wheels, that's going to be a very good starting point for you. Warzone 5 is Firewave, right? So we're gonna go to fire rotation. And 1 point in here. Where am I going? Warzones. Not Warzone 1.3, but Warzone 5. So need to go to Kazo. And also the beam gets you cooldown reduction on the UE. So no, to answer that question, no, I do not think in death rotation I would change out the death beam for Firewave. Two slot weapons on the EK, HP and crit, indeed. You give up the void. 700 plus ED solo, except Nemesis Falcons. What do you think? Fast bounty? I don't know about fast bounty, but again, you can check hunting section of the Druid. Jamri. Check this out. I made the list. It's updated. I don't know. Something's gonna hopefully gonna get some good ideas there. Five pointless. It's letter. Oh god damn it! It's taken. This server, dude, get out of Kalanta. All right, what do we have? I have 15 minutes until I need to finish though. So I want to do something simple and quick. It's free. I just left. Oh, beautiful. Streamer client. Thank you. Thank you, Baldlass. There you go. He's just left, so we can try. Kuznia Dominando, bro. Kuznia Dominando. MS Beam Stage 3 or Gift Avatar and Beam Stage 1. Beam free, dude. If you're using Beam, definitely go for the Beam. Gift is useless. Avatar more or less useless as well. Let me check the status just in case I have an off. No, 0 out of 10. Okay. Let's give those in. Okay. Fire rotation. Expose weakness. Let's do the 15 minutes now just for the results. And we're gonna finish the bounty before the 8 hours are up. Oh, let me roll up these, right? They're getting anything good. Mega Dragon. So yeah, I'll be doing Nemesis maybe tonight. I do want to do a stream tonight, so we'll probably do Nemesis tonight. I've got Mega Dragon and Draglisk phrase, so we can test that out. Everyone who wants to play in Kalanta message me for free transfer. Stop it. Stop it. Why flamethrower should be avoided? Without flamethrower, rotations don't feel natural. That's a bit of a weird reason. A flamethrower is by far the weakest ability. By far the lowest base damage. And it doesn't benefit the cooldown reduction on UE if you replace a beam with it. All right, here we go. If I get the rotation right. Being an Ingle, I have. I think I'm too low level. No charms, no nothing. It was too hard to be anything to be excited about. It will be good. Like I can tell that because the thing is, I didn't have any elemental imbues either. I can tell that once you can just go hard in there, it'll be good. But I don't have the level to go hard. I had to keep like running backwards. If you can move forwards only on like Ingle -1 without having to move backwards, then it's going to be really good. But I just don't have the level for it yet. Once you have charms and stuff, maybe like level 700 or so, it's going to be really good. But now, though, I felt it was a little too hard. Who benefited the most from the rework? It's kind of probably Sorcerer and Paladin, it seems like at the moment. But honestly, everybody other than the Monk is very, very, very happy. The Monks are ranging between moderately happy to unhappy. Kind of hard to get a proper version of events. Whoever you ask feels different about it. Not the Druid. I mean, like I said, everybody's benefiting very much. It's just Monk that's maybe not as much. I wonder if I have to just pull south from here or if I can skip it. I'll see if I run out of respawn. Include runes? For low-level MS? For low-level MS, you probably go Fire Wave into Death Echo, into Fire Wave, into Rune as your 4th spell. You can potentially use the Energy Wave if the pull allows it. You probably skip the beams until you get Beam Mastery. Looks like we're not overkilling, so that's good. Which upgrade from my bounty talisman? You go for 20% attack first. Or if you have the slots. Now I think the slots are generally best to focus early, and then you just go for attack mostly. Some loot is nice. The healing probably not that relevant, and neither is the bestiary unless you really want to progress the bestiary on the character. Oh yeah, you definitely want to go for 5 slots if you already have 20 attack, 20 damage. I'm amazed that you managed to get 20 damage without 5 slots. Exori Min. You don't use Exori Mass anymore. I don't think you use Exori Mass like ever on a DK anymore. Can't feel free to correct me, but I don't really see where you would use Exori Mass. Basically ever. It's got the argument for charm procs, but I don't think so. I'm not going to be using this Horror Fire rotation because I want to be using Echo. It allows for much more comfort in pull management. I feel like I need to make a video on this because I'm going to get this asked like a million times by people who look at base damages alone. Yes, by base damages alone, energy and fire rotation is superior. But for solo, I don't think so. For team hunt, sure. Once you've got the EK managing the wave for you, the pull for you, by all means go for this spells together with your fire rotation. But for solo, no. Zero supply hunt on Norkratu, very nice. Brings me back to the good old pre-nerf days. That was the standard. Bobek Live 40 minutes ago. 11 million DPS difference. In favor of who? In favor of the Druid. Ah, shit. I'm surprised. Maybe Goronta is a fraud. It's got to be spawn dependent. I don't know what they were hunting, right? It's maybe the elements that really benefited the Druid there. I don't think the difference should be that big. Druid always on box. Didn't watch it, don't know. Got an MS like yours, watching while working. Had no time to check the update, but managed to play smoothly yesterday because of your community work. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Who's farting on me? Is that Chachman?
Ja, babře, a ty chuju, babře. Kurva, bober.
Oh, I just realized I should have my bounty talisman. I'm actually doing a bounty, right? Even though I don't have very many bonuses, but it'll help me with the bestiary a bit. Okay, it's not Chachman, it's Bulawau. Why are you farting on me like that, bro? It's your doctor. A little bloated. Okay. Where are you hunting now? This is Warzone 5. I just wanted to do quick 15 minutes at Warzone 5 because I'm gonna have to finish soon. And we'll be back for an evening stream today. So expectation is, well, when my kids go to bed. So guess it depends on them. But I would expect I'll be live approximately 8:30 p.m. today for a couple of hours. Maybe we'll try to do some Nimisats then. Not sure what we're going to do. I'll see what's free. I'll see if I can book something for later. Love the new playstyle of the Paladin? Yep. Not surprised. The runes were very bad to use, even if most people didn't really think about it or realize it. Runes suck. Being able to use spells only, for sure. For sure, a lot nicer. I'm looking forward to my Paladin playthrough. Can you show wheels? TibiaPal.com/wheels. I created the tool just for rebalance because I was expecting a lot of wheel question. I should add that as a command, exclamation mark wheel or wheels. I'll do that after stream. So you dear viewers, next time someone asks about wheel, you can just send the command. No, Tom. No. Don't want to embarrass you. Hot take reaction on people complaining on Monk on forums. I do not know because I don't play it anymore. I haven't tested it. I feel like if so many people are complaining, there's something to it. That's all I'm going to say. I don't want to discount them, discredit them. I don't know. It feels strange to me.
Given a choice between Hot Goth Femboy and playing MS for 2 hours, what would you choose and why? Defend your choice.
I am not so into goth femboys, believe it or not. So I'd probably go for MS, as I'm actually enjoying it quite a bit. But no judgment. No judgment, friend. All right, let's call it. Okay, maybe let's do this. Finish this pull here. Maybe take it a bit up. Almost on 15 minutes. All right, let's just get out. How much have I done? I've done half the Tunnel Tyrants. So when is 8 hours up? 8 hours is up at 9 p.m. 9 p.m. So I do want to come back in here. Let me just make sure I book it for 20:30 to 21:30. Just to have a window to come back here and finish the damn bounty before my 8 hours finish. Have you tried Catacombs? Nope. I don't really see how Catacombs work on the Sorcerer. No elements work there. Can you switch Mastery during Hunt to do Fire into Cave Devourers and Death to Tunnel Tyrants? Sure, you could. I'm not doing that. You'd have to be switching up your rotations too. So I'm not going to bother with something like that. But yeah, you can do that. What's the site you made again? Tibia Pal. Let me get you tibiapal.com/wheels, tibiapal.com/hunting. Those are the two places you want to be looking at for wheels and for hunting suggestions after the rebalance. Have I tried Winter Court? Yep. 6 KK raw. Again, you can look in the pinned comment. We've got a pinned comment on every platform. And this is where I'm tracking all of my results. Let me add Warzone 5. It was 4.8, right? It was 4.8. And the profit was 1.5. Warzone 5. There we go. If you want to track my results, yeah, look at the pinned comment, Excel spreadsheet. So far, Flimsy is the best, then Cobra, Bastion, then Falcons, Upper Roche, Savvy Sphinxes, Crypt Warriors. Kata with explosion runes? Yeah, that would be the only thing. You can go to Catacombs with explosion runes, but you don't benefit from any of your stances then. I suppose you could keep like the fire stance on for when there's no demons and hell spawns and destroyers, I think. Destroyers 70, hell spawns 60. Yeah, the elemental stances don't really work, right? A savvy surface, yeah, I've got on my list. We can talk quickly through the list of what we have left. So we have Warzone 3, Girtablilu, Azalon Castle, Deep Desert, Isavi Gowanus Surface, Isavi Ogres, Nemisats, Cobra's Basement -1, Warzone 2, Carney Sylvans, and Floating Savants. Those are the places I still have to test. Top spot so far, Flimsies. Flimsy's best by far. All right, I am going to have to finish now. I'm going to have to finish. It's 1:30. This is when I wanted to finish. Got some stuff to do. And I'll be back this evening at, approximately 8:30 p.m. Maybe a little later, depending on how the kids do. Have you managed to activate Mana Buffer yet? Yeah, twice. Yesterday at Freakish Lost Souls and today at Pumin. What's Porv's doing? Is Porv streaming? I'm having a look. What's he doing? I think he's just finished a hunt. Never mind. All right, I'll just send you over to Fiery, of course, on Twitch. Can you answer my question? Let me scroll up. Is it still worth investing in lesser Sage gems for full HP? And if so, to which level should they be used? So I think, lesser HP gems still very good. in an optimal world, I would probably use HP gems until like somewhere between 600 and 800. And I would probably switch to mitigation gems or elemental protection gems around level 800 on the majors. Something like that. 700 EK mitigation gems. Yep, mitigation. On 700 EK, definitely mitigation. Hey, I've invested a fair amount into HP gems and currently have around 150 extra HP. Now that my health pool is bigger, would you recommend redistributing my wheel points to better support my spell rotation? Yes. So HP gems are always secondary to an optimal spell rotation wheel. So if you can get like cooldown reductions in your wheel and stuff, yeah, definitely get that before investing into HP gems. You can still pick up the HP gems afterwards once you've got the points for the rotation and stuff. But yes, definitely focus on the rotation first and gems after. You think vocations will be nerfed? Depends on what the purpose of what the goal of Tipsoft is. If they wanted to improve the power level of like low to mid levels, then no. But I think probably we are a little bit stronger than Tipsoft expected. So I think we probably will be nerfed. Anyways, I do gotta go, so I'm gonna send you over to Fiery Soul on Twitch and on Kick and YouTube. I'm just gonna end the stream and I'll be back in approximately 7 hours. About 7 hours from now, I'll be back for another couple of hours. So hopefully, see you then. Thanks for watching. Take care. Hope you all enjoy Rebalance. Bye-bye. See you shortly.